Building a company is incredibly hard. The chances of success are low, and the amount of time and energy that you have to invest is extremely high. So if you're mental enough to embark on this journey, then we want to stack the odds in our favour by investing in things that will increase our chances of success. And I believe there's a single most leveraged and impactful investment that you can make in order for your company to be a top performer in the coming years. And that one thing is community. In this video, I'll go into 5 points as to why investing in community will make or break your startup in 2024 and beyond. Hey family, welcome back. I'm AJ. I'm a community builder and entrepreneur in the UK. And on this channel, we explore connections to ourselves and others. I've built one community from the ground up called Click. And then from there, I was hired into Founders, which is the UK's most tightly knit and compassionate, supportive community of entrepreneurs. It was amazing, and it's allowed me to see across 400 of the UK's best entrepreneurs how tough it is to start a company, including founders of companies like Calm, Shazam, Moonpig, you name it. So, why investing in community? Building a trusting community is like sowing a single seed to grow a forest. The downside is that, like growing a forest, it's not a short investment of time, money, and energy. It takes months to spark a group's energy and years to build momentum and blossom into an engaged community. However, it is arguably the most foundational and leveraged investment of time, money, and energy that any founder can do. But it's also not for everyone. Not every company is suitable to build a community around their product or service. So you have to have 3 things in order to build a community. You have to have a figurehead, a community catalyst, I like to call them, who's a central figure, who's a thought leader in the space, who's someone who's going to be the beating heart of the community to start with, which is a lot of energy. They're specifically well suited if other people want to spend time with them, if they're really value aligned, if they are respected, and if they have that unique energy for people. The second thing is that we need to build the community around a shared identity or belief that your company is a natural fit for. So you need to have company community fit. The third thing is that you have to be long-term focused. The ROI of community is felt only after years of consistent energy and effort put in. And so it's about loving the process of building community, around helping people connect around your problem space, around your company, around your products. If you're the founder, it's your baby. So it's around building an audience of people who love your child. Imagine them as you have millions of godparents. Gorgeous. Amazing. Who wouldn't want that? Well, I'm sure there are issues. So there's no point in starting this work unless you intend to continue it for a long time. Community building isn't for everyone, so if you're not invested, then stop here. But for those of you who are, here are the 5 reasons that building a engaged and trusted community around your company will be the most leveraged thing you can do. Number 1, validation and feedback. Having a community of engaged customers helps us get honest feedback, which then leads to insights from exactly the people that we're trying to serve. The more insights we have from real world users, the more we can iterate on our product. And this is the most effective way to find the infamous product market fit. And so the more involved people are in the company, the more they will engage and evangelize it, which leads us on to point 2, word of mouth marketing. Word of mouth marketing is the single most powerful channel. So having recommendations from satisfied customers can boost your startup's credibility, visibility, and brand value in one swoop. Investing in community creates brand ambassadors who sing and dance and shout from the rooftops about your startup for 0 cost. Number 3, customer retention and loyalty. The more you involve people in your company, the more you listen to them, the more you interact with them, the deeper the relationships you build with them, then they're more likely to stay with you than go to a competitor or churn. More retention leads to higher lifetime value, which leads to lower customer acquisition costs, more word of mouth marketing, and then the flywheel keeps turning. Number 4, your community are kinder when we make mistakes. As I said at the start, building a company is very hard. Lots of things go wrong. As a founder, life is often very, very stressful. And so when we make mistakes, which we inevitably will, it makes the journey that much better if our customers don't rip our heads off and understand and empathize with us and the journey that we're on, which is a lot more than it seems when the company often encompasses our entire being. Getting a little bit of glimmer of hope in the darkness can mean the world. And number 5, investing in community is the key to scalability. At the start of the journey, a community helps us with giving us feedback, helping us iterate on the product or service, and hopefully reaching the infamous product market fit. Then, when we want to turn on the tap of growth, a community is incredible in that they can help us with hiring new incredible team members, with new product ideas. Having an engaged community leads to the sort of metrics that we need to raise funding, and they can even introduce us to potential investors. So a community is incredible when in the growth phase as well as the early stage. Now, as a bonus, I'm going to give you a 6th one, which is arguably the most important. And so it probably shouldn't have been a bonus. It probably should have been at the start, shouldn't it? Which is trust. In our day and age of AI creating deep fakes and political parties lying to us and companies raising millions of pounds or dollars off broken promises, trust will only become more of a necessity for customers in the future. Therefore, investing in creating safe spaces for people to feel heard, understood, seen is the most effective and sustainable way to build trusting relationships between you and your customers. Community is also a seed to a flywheel where we build these deep trusting relationships, we understand our customer better, that then leads to product-led growth, that then leads to better products and services, which leads to retention and customers being more satisfied, which leads to word-of-mouth referrals, which leads to more people, and the community grows and the flywheel continues. It is, I can't stress it enough, just start building a community. Decide now to invest properly into it. It will be the best decision you ever made for your company. To close, I think we'll share a modern take on an ancient Chinese proverb, which is, the best time to start a community was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Subscribe for more content on community building and connections as a founder. Lastly, before you go, one quick ask. I am brand new to this YouTube game. And so in the light of listening to the viewers and understanding you and what you need and what problems I can help you solve with this content, I would love to hear from you. So I'm going to drop a Calendly link in the description. So please, if you want to book in a 15-minute call and I can just better understand you, ask you about what sort of things you'd be interested in learning, then I would really appreciate it. If you don't have 15 minutes, which is fair enough, you're probably a founder, busy building your company, then the next best thing you could do is leave a comment saying what you're currently struggling with your community building process. That would be amazing. And then I can build content tailored and unique for you. Amazing. Thanks. See you tomorrow.